Okay, so we're going to take a look at your analytics and see how you can use that in um, trying to craft like a strategy that will target more audience based on what is already performing or not performing, how you can adapt what you already have, and keep planning your content as time goes by and for upcoming months. So I always start with just going into my overview, looking at my numbers here for my last 30 days. I don't really pay much attention to them. What I want to look at right now for this is these guys, my top pins down here. They're not created the last 30 days, but it's based on the data from the last 30 days. If I want to have just the pins that I've pinned the last 30 days, I need to just click this. But I like to just look at the overall. And then I go in here and I see what people like. Now it's set to impressions. I'm gonna see what people are saving just because it is a planning platform. I don't have a lot of saves, honestly. I've just switched my like who I'm targeting, so it's all kind of dead right now. Pinterest needs to index my content again. But this guy right here has a couple of saves. Um, and it's not really niche specific. So it's a video pin. It is an animated pin that is indexing or uploading as a video pin. And what I want to rank for here is Pinterest SEO and crafting or creating better pins. So it's all about understanding Pinterest SEO. So I keep like, how do you say it? I keep like repurposing. I lost my word. So I use the same wording over and over again in my titles. It's a lot of Pinterest. Because if you go to Pinterest to search for how to rank on Pinterest or how to make a Pinterest strategy, you're going to use the word Pinterest. So I'm really focused on adding that, and I will keep doing that. And oh, sorry. And I also see that people are liking my design. They like that design because it's also doing pretty well here with my well, it's doing okay with my impressions as well. And I do like to try and mix it up just to see what works for the audience that I'm targeting, and not just doing the same pins or they look the same over and over again. Pinterest is a great place to be creative, test it out. You don't have to have a aesthetic feed like it might be a thing on Instagram to have everything look kind of the same. It's not like that on Pinterest. So go ahead, explore, test it out. I've also, like my product pins are getting quite the reach compared to my other pins. So, but they're all video pins and which are being pushed right now more than static pins by the algorithm. So I have had a focus on that because I've seen that that has worked for me. Now, it might not work for you. So you need to test it out and see. And then you can also go down here and look at your top boards. What are people most interested in that you are posting? For me, of course, it's Pinterest marketing, my courses, and for bloggers, because I have worked with a lot of um, strictly bloggers. So that's always one that is popular with my audience. And then I'm kind of just venturing out into a new space. So that's gaining some traction. So that's nice. And then also you can come back up here and look at your audience inside, where you will see what's most popular with the people that are seeing your content. So for me, we're getting there. Design, education is always popular. Entertainment, I guess, because of the blogging, that's pretty big. Art, I mean, and then you just choose like the sign here. 80% of category audience is looking at like business, advertising, design, which is on point because I do have a lot of content, or I'm pushing content about um, business design, how brand and website designers can leverage Pinterest. So I am like mentioning business design. That's in my keywords that I'm trying to rank for, as well as web, as in website design. So we're on the right track. And then let's see here. So I don't have a specific age audience, but this is no surprise. I'm right here. I'm right here, turning 35. So that's kind of what it is. I don't worry about this too much. But if you do have a specific age range you want to target, make sure you mention that in your keywords, like as a part of your keywording. Like I had a client working for targeting midlife women. So we did a lot of targeting that. We always use that as a main keyword. So we could see that these numbers were going up, and then female, of course, was going up. Now, I do want to just add something here. I know, like in the earlier days, you didn't have to add like your gender. So a lot of the older accounts can be unspecified or custom. So unless you're really niched and targeting only male, only females, don't worry about this either. But I mean, it can give a good indication about who is watching your stuff. And then also, unless you're very dependent on which place you're targeting, like I don't, it doesn't matter for me. I work with people all over the world, so I don't have a set, like I need to have people from Philadelphia but if you're a photographer, like a brand photographer, for example, and you're based out of Philadelphia, you want to make sure you use that in your keywords, or New York, that you use that in your keywording. As like it's a huge country like America, so or the United States. So, but like if I was in Sweden, like well, I am in Sweden, and if I was a brand photographer, I might not need to like use the keyword Stockholm or anything because traveling is not a big like it's not a hassle. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. Uh, this is not really. Mm, don't care about it, but it does show that you need to make sure your pin designs are optimized for phone. Not a lot of tablet users. So make sure that you just take a look here. It's not something you need to do or keep an eye on like every month. As a Pinterest manager, I do, and I do give my clients feedback from this as well, just to make sure we're on top of their target audience at all times. Um, let's see. Yeah, no, so just do this. The conversion inside is for if you do ads, or um if you have a, oh my gosh, I totally lost it. I'm sorry. If you have your catalog, your product catalog on Pinterest, which I did, and then I took my products away from my website. So now everything is my tag. I haven't worried about that and stuff. So Um, just keep an eye on your analytics, see what is working down here, and then also which boards that you're pinning to is doing well, and you'll be good.